Hi guys, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. This is episode 2, we just finished the first one obviously. Made our character, got to grips with the controls, so let us continue. We'll go speak to the Magister. Obviously start off by looting, because you never know. Takes some more time, don't know if it means anything. Most of those things are empty, so I'm just going to assume that they're always empty. And there's no books, okay then. So, Magister Swain.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
What a charming lady.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. Okay, so lean and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter. You pull out the thing around your neck futilely. Demand to know why she collared you. Outlaw, look around wearily and wonder what damnable dungeon you ended up in this time. Noble, now that you're up, you like to bathe and dine. Tell her to ring for the servants. I will go more towards my outlaw sort of choices. I see the character as a noble, roguish, on the run type of thing, so we'll go with that.
Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Nice.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
I like this narrator as well. It's a nice little feature. I've seen some Baldur's Gate gameplay, Baldur's Gate 3 I should state, and they've sort of got a narrator as well for little parts of it. And it feels like you've got a DMing you, so I can get behind that. And it's a nice, soft voice.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Fort Joy.
Your life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good.
So what is sauce? So I can lean and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter. I can put a thing around my neck. I think I'm going to do that one. I don't want to know I murdered her colleague.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
You're called great powers great powers building inside you. It's late, so it'd be helpful if I could read. The ones you command before your capture, unleash them. She might be playing a trick. Don't do it. I'll try. It'd be nice to know if we've got any sort of magic we can build upon.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result.
So, no.
There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast sauce.
Interesting, okay. So, is sauce high-end magic as opposed to the normal magic we can do?
For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Oh, you know, we'll tell her about the encounter downstairs. Why not?
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
Okay, so, obviously just doesn't believe me that we murdered her friend. Okay, let's open the map. Important characters will mark destinations on your map. So, that is the hatch. And I'm assuming that's our objective. It is quest marker. Right. Go through here.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Oh.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Avoid looking into the room. Between the lurching ship and the smell of blood, you feel a little sick. Or peer into the room and ask what happened. We'll do that one.
There's been a murder. The sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters
Perfect.
is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Ask if you can lend a hand in the investigation. Ask if you knew the dead man. Pause. Always does. Ask if this sort of thing happens often. We'll ask if we can help.
Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you now herself. Go ahead. She with the body.
With the body. Nice. Magister
Ugly
Waters.
sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
What a Voidwoken. Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector. She was his captor. Ask why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer. I think we're going number 1.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. 2 things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Shrug and say maybe you can. You are a sorcerer after all. Tell her that's a trick you haven't quite mastered. Ask if she's investigating her fellow magisters as well. One of them could have easily done this. We'll tell her that's a trick we've not mastered
I
yet.
thought as much.
Add a bit of humour to the situation.
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Nod and say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting. Say that you're no snitch. Laugh. She really thinks you'd help the Magister, someone who's keeping you under lock and key. Tell her your price is considerably higher than that, or we can take our leave. We'll laugh.
Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice.
So, I mean, we have every intention to help her, but we can't make it too easy.
Who's your real enemy here? You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Okay.
Lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic.
Bled by magic. The more you know. Right, what else do we have? We have another door here, with a staircase.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
Okay then. Open this barrel, there is nothing in there. Open this one, and nothing again. Okay, we'll go into what appears to be the main part of the ship. Got movement over here. Oh, Lucy, one of the origin characters. Okay.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Do we know each other?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Okay, so we can play along, take her arm with a grin, tell the children that they must be mistaken, squint at the lot of them, who's Lucy? Say she must have you confused with someone else, look at the passel of dirty kids and say they seem well enough to like brats to you, or take your leave. We'll be nice, we'll play along.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
What a name. Gribbles.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Say that's true enough, shake her hand, Lucy you presume. Ask if she couldn't find some more age-appropriate companions. See you're more concerned with survival than entertainment. We'll be nice, she seems playful so far, so ask her, so say that's true enough.
You presume right.
Ask her if she knows anything about the murders that happened on board. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs, or take your leave. We don't know her, so we'll just ask.
Nope, Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Yeah, good message for life in general there. Ignorance is bliss. We'll see if she'll come with us.
But I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
Okay.
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
I guess that's that warlock sort of impression I got from her back again. Is there anything in here? Some gold. We'll take it. We'll go around, see who else we can find. Master Hallen. Ask if he wants to know.
The Order wants to know. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Okay, so they don't want to talk to me. Saw sound. Just barking. Perfect. Who was that? Thane. Okay.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
So he's got a face there, but I thought he was a skeleton.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing. Ask whether the book he's reading is any good. He seems engrossed in it. Ask who you're speaking to. Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin. Oh, we'll do that one.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Look at him curiously. You're not sure he understands what's happening. You're bemused. Who is this guy? Ask about his book. It really seems to have him drawn in. Yeah, we'll ask if he knows what's actually going on.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Tell him about the war between the Divine Order and the Black Ring. It dwarfed everything that went before. Or human. The history of Rivlon is the history of the Divine Order. Talk about Lucian the Divine and his son Alexander. I guess we might as well use these if we've got them. So we'll go over the human speech.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
Perfect.
No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Admit that some things just aren't known. Look at him incredulously. The gods are force of nature. They don't have a history. Ask why he's so curious about the gods. I'll ask about that.
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Yeah, I'm going to insist. Why is he so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Perfect. Okay.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plagues.
Got a stall. Oh, Beast, who's the dwarven pirate guy. We'll start with Gil.
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Okay. He doesn't really seem to like him. I guess that's kind of understandable.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, tell him he ought to think twice before addressing you like a child. Ask what you meant to be hearing, wave his request away, and ask if he knows about the murder on board. Yeah, I think we'd be offended by being called boy.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a boy to me.
Sick.
Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
Ask what you meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
Okay, quiet in and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man. Say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Remark that your shipmates are as chatty as gulls you can barely hear over the din. Tell him you don't hear anything unusual. We'll say the sea sounds angry.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger, it's...
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
Anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back, the other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Nod. You heard it. What's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Okay.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for... Yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Tell him he shouldn't talk like that with such a magnificent beard. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place. Note he must be a practical sailor. Ask what the figure means to him. We'll talk about his magnificent beard.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here.
Get him on his good side. Some brownie points. We will note he must be a practiced sailor and ask what the figure means to him.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Cock an eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan you want in. Say nothing, but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. Yeah, we'll do that. I see something red up here, so what do we have? I thought I saw something. Yeah, there's something red according to the thing, or is that just the... Oh, that's the marker in there, okay.
They don't care about us.
Although, Sibyl.
The elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Ask if you may join her.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid.
Rejected, perfect.
Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Frown. Whose fate is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
If she can decide fates with dice, ask if she can read the future in cow entrails as well. So it's probably best you take your leave. Yeah, we'll be sassy. Why not?
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
You don't see why not. Extend your arm.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone.
Oh, well, we've been caught out.
You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
Stay at the ground embarrassed. You had quite forgotten about that.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Brilliant. Right. See that red guy down here? Oh, and there's another riddle.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Hume him. Let's see where this leads.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Not telling you're a true wizard in the kitchen. A true chef.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your grab and say these provide cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Who is this guy? Rubbing your chin, tell him you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Yeah, basically.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Assume a sad face and tell him you're mighty disappointed.
I know, but you just don't have what it takes. A good slave's made of sterner stuff, I'm afraid. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear? Prison guard.
The characters in this are so just random.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
So, do all these lizard folk have slaves? Or is it just because of royalty?
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Okay, Ivan.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
Okay.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer but clench your fists in case things go south.
He leans in, and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Ifan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
I mean, basically says that he's speaking the truth.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Ask Ifan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from interested parties.
No, that's fair enough. Say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it?
No.
Straight to the point. You got to appreciate that.
The dead man. Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ifan if he knows anything about where you're headed. Fort Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself.
As you can see up there, it can't finish downloading the update for this game, because I'm assuming my Wi-Fi's cut out, so that's all fine and dandy. Okay, wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself. Say you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order. Tell Ifan that's one acquaintance you're not eager to meet. Say you've no interest in Alexander, all you care about is surviving Fort Joy.
Not interested in the son of the divine himself? I don't blame you one bit. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You? What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Say there's Gil.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Wasn't Gil the other guy that was next to Beast?
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips, as he leans back against the wall.
Okay then.
Never thought you'd end up.
Okay, so that's locked.
That right.
So can we go that way? Speak to Paid.
Register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You feeling okay so far?
Tell him you're fine, so you've been through worse. Ask him if he actually cares. Ask if he'd be fine. Collared like a dog and stuck in a ship's hold with a corpse and a murderer on the loose. I mean, that seems like the best answer.
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Okay. I'm just going to register.
Standing at the centre of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
Windigo. Okay.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Sua. That was the name of the first lady we spoke to, who doesn't seem to like us. Say, yes sir, intend to leave. This murderer must be brought to justice. This may be the perfect opportunity to create a mutiny. Tell the woman you stand by her. Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by, there are others whose lives must end. Yeah, she turned to me, so I'm wondering if she's planning on killing me now.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
Yes, she does mean me. Great.
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her men quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What exactly is a Voidwoken? Oh wow, okay.
What's happened?
Tooltips. Press R3 to create or disable world tooltips. No, we'll leave it. Oh, everyone is not in a good state. Okay. Let's see what we can take. Display case. Nothing. What do they have? Gold, we'll take that. Master Yona, nothing. Master William. Gold, we'll take that. Chest with confiscated goods. A sharp stone on a stick. Improvised staff. Sharp stone on a stick. And my first bow. Okay. Take the chopped fish. Pumpkin soup, the red snapper, the cheese bread, the ham. And that'll be it for now. Can I equip these? Am I using them? I'm not sure. Are they hanging from me? Yes, they are. Okay. Anything in here? No. Okay. Sure, we'll take a bottle of wine. Nothing in there. Okay. Can I pick it? No. Can I attack it? No. Cool, okay. They are all unconscious. Do I go upstairs? It looks like I go upstairs according to this. Yeah, water started pouring through, so it looks like it's the right way. Okay. Water barrel, so pull it on there. Hopefully that will defrost everything. Brilliant. Let's go in here.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick.
I hear voices. Where are they? Oh, they're in there. Okay. That opens. Oh, we've got a little source hound. Doesn't seem to do anything though. Okay. Attack mode. Press that to move across the door and then press X to attack. Understood. Okay. Should I have done that, or is that a bad idea?
By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Motion destruction around you. What's going on here? What has been seen? Finger your collar. You can help him if you can get this stupid device off you. Draw your weapon and be done with him. We'll motion to him about all the destruction.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
Snarl. That's right, there's a mutiny, and if he wants to see his family again, he'll stand down. Intelligence. Tell him that there's no mutiny. He almost died at this woman's hands. Ask more about this woman. Is he sure she's a sorcerer? Or roll your eyes at the weakling and attack. He should pose no threat. Oh, I don't know. We'll try the strength. We failed.
Your lies end here.
I mean, that's technically the truth, but okay. Oh, there's two people. Oh no, okay. Okay. Shocking touch sends the shock status on a target within arm's reach. Oh, too far away, okay. We'll move up. Now we'll do that. Oh, I think we fried them. Nice. Oh, okay. That is a lot of damage. We'll try the same thing again. Still in cooldown, okay. Battle Stomp, smash weapons into the ground, knocking down all allies, or enemies. Sure. That didn't do anything. And I missed, of course I missed. I really don't want to die here. That would not be good. No, that's still on cooldown. Okay. I don't want to loot. Oh, I don't want to attack. Oh no. Can I not just swing at him? Right. And we'll swing again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nothing good in him. Murtaugh. Just gold. Okay. Anything nice in any of these chests? Lockpicks. And stained pants. Okay, we'll take them. Perfect. A little bit more protective. Not enough space in the bed. Okay.
Bishop Alexander, if Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Who knows? Bound tomb. We'll try that. Why not? Assortment of books. Anything good? Okay, we'll take the shabby letter. Anything in the desk? Nope. Okay, on we go. Lie in that bed. Oh, it looks like it heals us. Okay. As I'm drowning in my sleep, that's fine.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Yeah, we'll take the bow. Where's our one? Okay. We'll just take the gold, thank you. Is that a water barrel? Nope, it's a normal barrel. Is that a water barrel? That I can't see. Okay. Take that gold.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The colour drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Interesting. We'll pull open the door.
Budge.
Can I pick it? No, I can't. Can I break it down? No, I can't. Okay. We will stop attempting that then. What other stuff do we have here? Barrel and a normal barrel, okay. I don't really want to get set on fire. What do we have down here? Some more gold. Right, that area behind us, so let's go this way first. That should be next to the, yeah, that's the other door, okay. Was there anything on this side? Let's have a look. Skull marked key. Oh, I should have saved my lockpick. Murtaugh. Death fog barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out. You and Rick's both. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. No idea what death fog is. Oh, Fane. Okay.
Pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
So he is an undead. But he looked like an elf earlier.
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, It turns into must when wet. It cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
There's something familiar about the way he holds the book. Grab whatever's close at hand and move to attack the undead monster. Ask if he shouldn't be doing the same. The ship is going down. There's something about the way he looks at the book.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
That's it, the elf. He's the elf that was reading the book. Yeah.
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
That's heartless. He could be saving people right now. Not that that seems quite sensible. You don't have time for this, take your leave. That's heartless.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving. And I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go. Swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
Okay then. Right, let us move this onto the fire so we don't take burning damage anymore. Perfect. Right. We're going to unlock this because I'm curious.
The moment you touch the door, your belly goes hollow and your skin goes pale. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
What has just happened there? The Chronicle continues, Chapter 1. Okay. Take some gold. I don't think we can go any further that way. Something tells me if we walk in there, we'll be toast. I wanted that gold. Press the wrong button. And nothing. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. I don't fancy walking into some blue fog right now. Sure, we'll take that. We're auto-saving. Wow. He just exploded. What do we have here? Fireball scroll. Okay. Can I... If I use this, will it reach them? It will reach one of them. If I move up a little bit, can I reach both? So if I move here. Yes, I can. Not as much damage as I was hoping for, but okay. Just attack, I guess. Not quite as much damage as I was hoping for, but okay. Okay, that's the first one taken out. Can we attack the second? We can. But that isn't dead yet. Okay, now it is. Nothing in that body, nothing in that body, nothing on that body, and nothing on that body. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Well, they're very dead. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. So can I chuck this up here? Can I move it to here? No, I can't seem to do anything with it. I mean, I can put it there. And then, can I move it to get up here? It does not appear so. Okay. So I guess we go this way. Yeah, just the water barrel. Okay.
A lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
Oh, it's Gil.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Call the dwarf a yellow-bellied coward. You'll return to lower decks and check for survivors. The ship trembles beneath your feet, but the kid's right, so you go back down to the lower deck and look for survivors. Tell the kid Gil is right, you just came from the lower deck and you're not going back down there. Reach for a release mechanism, forget the others, you just want off this bloody show. Yeah, the kid's right.
There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
Leave no man behind, as they say. Okay, so... All our magisters? Oh, Magister Swain.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies on the floor.
Can't do anything. Okay. We'll take the gold. Nothing in there. Take his chunk of flesh, I guess. Nice. Elves can eat the limbs and get the memories of the person. Magister Waters. The good part of a sword. So this is where all the people were. Target cycling cycles through targets with L1 or R1. So same as doing it through like chests and whatnot. So that's fine. Let's take out this person. Or I say person, that's Void Hatchling. That'll end my turn there.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Okay, so she's just got rid of my one. Much appreciated. Oh, this is not good. I might go down here. Okay, that's fine.
They who are about to triumph salute.
I've faced worse.
What team here? All just buffing each other. Apart from me, who's on like 3 health. Yeah, I am not. Well, if you ever needed a reason to keep on your health and make sure you're healing, that should be it. Let's try all that again. I've only just finished the tutorial and I've died already. Fantastic. Where does it load us from? All the way back here. Okay. Right, we sort of know what we're doing now, so just gonna walk up and smash these people. Okay, we almost finished that one off. Nice. One left. Cool. Okay, now they had no loot or anything like that, so I'm gonna quickly heal so I don't make the same mistake again. They blow up. I'm going to go down here, speak to Gil and the kid, so we're going to go downstairs and then hopefully we'll actually finish this part properly.
That means there's still a chance.
So we can skip through all this.
The dwarf, yeah.
There's a ladder.
You're gonna be the death.
Okay. Still can't do anything with Swain. They had gold. Take the amulet, we'll take the chunk of flesh. Anything else on him? Take the broken sword. And in we go. Okay. And now let's kill these void hatchlings.
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. To the dark way.
Nice.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
See, this is more harmful, some damage dealing spells, as opposed to just buffs.
Let the games begin.
Oh wow, okay. So I'm going to assume that Sibyl is a rogue. Because she's just done backstab.
I've faced worse.
They who are about to triumph salute.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to win this pretty comfortably this time. Because I'm not going to reach that one, I don't think. So hopefully... Flesh sacrifice or what? Okay. Nice and easy. Just saved everyone and now they won't even stop to talk to me.
Let's head above decks for some air.
Everyone's just heading back upstairs, okay.
I hear something.
I guess I will follow suit. Yeah, everyone's going on the ship, okay.
Wait! We need to wait!
Oh, and I'm unconscious. Oh, wow, what is that?
No time.
Is that the Voidwoken? That's horrifying. What is that?
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
I am assuming that's us, considering we got left on the main ship and everyone else escaped.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Interesting, okay. So I wonder where we end up. Water can be turned into ice via freezing spells or into a steam cloud via fire. I like how everything's very interactive. You can tell a lot of like care and attention has gone into this game and the environments. And look at the red prince. Looks like an absolute badass there. And instead of Thane, to be honest. Blue glowing eyes, skull head. Any time now. Ooze surfaces not only poison whoever steps into them, but are highly flammable. Tread with care. here we are. Escape from Reaper's Eye, Chapter 2.
Short bloody work of the ship.
Okay.
The lone survivor.
So we are going to end it here, and we'll come back to this in the next episode. So as again, if you're enjoying this, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. And hopefully you'll join me for the next one. Bye guys.